Well, it's time now for our panel. Former league coach Sir Graham Lowe and Sarah Sparks from Sparks Consulting. Morning, guys. Thank you very much for being with us this morning. So, first of all, roadside drug testing. Do you support this, Graham?
I actually do. I think we've got to keep an eye on who's driving the cars, and drug testing is just part of it. I think whether or not it's the right thing to do, or if they're able to do it correctly, I don't know. But all I do know is that people taking drugs, and it's dangerous. And if they're going to be in cars, I don't want them on the road.
Yeah, I mean, that is one of the key salient points, I guess, to this issue. And I was actually unaware of this until I was looking at it last night. But from the Ministry of Transport, yeah, I mean, in 2018 alone, 95 people were killed where a driver had consumed drugs. 123 in comparison in 2018 were drunk when they crashed. Where do you sit on this, Sarah?
I look at the meth levels, for example, in the water testing. All the signs are there, and we've got to keep everyone safe on the roads. And there should also be drug testing for boaties as well, not just on the road. In fact, so hopefully this program will also, over time, increase to those people on operating crafts on the water.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it's a good move.
The boats issue has been one that an interesting one for ages, right? But we've just never really gone there.
No,
but I mean, currently you can have as many beers as you want and drive a boat around the Hauraki Gulf or wherever else you want to do it. What about just on this drug testing issue, I mean, what about some of these issues around, are we going to see more administrative burden on police? Do they have the resources to do this? Are there a few issues, do you think, that will crop up, especially with people who are on legitimate prescriptions?
Well, there are always going to be those who take the drugs because of their health issues and trying to get them through that. But at the end of the day, if drugs are going to kill people on the road, we've got to do what we can to stop it. I think it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I agree.
If there's not enough police, we've got to get more police to do it. If it's an administrative problem, that's part of the job, I think.
Yeah,
Safety first.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so in China, they've taken away the contraceptive tax break. Is this fair? Should governments be allowed to step in like this, Sarah?
Yeah, I did actually see that last night when it came through. Having children, I don't think it's a territory for government. Can see, the case for it, and it's quite sad in this current day and age that actually you've got to be wealthy to have a child. I mean, I know I talk to my kids; they're in their 20s and they've given up having children because it's too expensive. Haven't got a house, too expensive, trying to find a job. So, I think that, good luck with governments trying to intervene.
Yeah, Graham, where do you sit on this? I mean, rolling out incentives to have kids, financial incentives.
Well, I wouldn't really want to be rolling over and putting my arm over here and then saying, "Hang on,
I've just got to check
the book and make sure everything's all right."
Yeah. Well, that's exactly right. It seems pretty crazy.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. People ditching their screens for the real thing. So clubs in Europe have been banning phones or handing out stickers to block phones, in an effort to sort of encourage people to be sort of in the moment. I mean, I've noticed a similar thing at a local gym where they've got signs up saying "Stop scrolling," finish your set so other people can get on it. I mean, do you support? Would you support something like this in New Zealand, where you go into a club or a restaurant and they basically ban you from looking at your phone?
Well, I think it's a bit rude sometimes the way people are using phones. Quite apart, just the rudeness of it. I don't know how they don't realise other people are watching what they're doing. Surely the rudeness side wouldn't allow them to do it. I don't know, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I'd like to see their phones banned out at places like gymnasiums.
Yeah, I mean, they're a pretty massive distraction, especially for the younger generation, but for all of us, really, aren't they? Where do you sit on this issue?
Yeah, well, I do a lot of work in Parliament, so obviously the protocol is you've got to put your phone in the basket when you go in and you have ministerial meetings, so I'm used to it. For me, it's a relief. But you're quite right, Graham. I think that there's been this slippage with tacit social rules. And I used to get really annoyed a few years back. You go into a meeting, people would be on their laptops, and you've been trying to give a briefing and no one's paying attention. Now it's like phones. So no, I'm old school. I ban phones at the dinner table with my older kids, and I think, excuse me, that it can be quite dangerous too. People always on their phones. You don't know what they're filming as well. You know, there's a safety component as well as a manners component.
Yeah, it's certainly one to watch, especially with the government indicating that the social media ban is going to come into place. But interesting to see there's this sort of global backlash against use of this. Just finally, would you want a robot to conduct surgery? So the world's smallest robot is able to make decisions by itself and has been built by researchers at the University of Pennsylvania. Where do you stand on that, Graham?
I've had a bit of at times, and I'm fortunate they've been done by brilliant, absolutely brilliant surgeons and medical people. But I can see, I know my sister's had an operation on her knee, and there wasn't, all that was in the operating theatre, as I understand it, was the robot.
Really?
So, it's amazing where we're heading. But gee whiz, I still like to be able to look at the person in the eyes after it.
What if the robot had eyes?
Properly.
Would that be okay?
If the robot, don't go down there. I just think it opens up too many worms.
And where do you sit on it?
Prevention's better than the cure. I just think if you're talking about sophistication, the body actually heals itself. I don't like the idea of anything mechanical inside me. No.
Okay, well, like Graham says, I think it's probably where we're heading. We really appreciate your time, guys. Thank you for being with us this morning on Herald Now. That is Sir Graham.